Okay, welcome back to, I've lost count now, must be episode 23 or something, who knows. Time to get this front kit fitted back up again, to see if everything fits up really. One thing I will notice already, I think I might have made a bit of a boo-boo whenever I was putting the scuttle end on, and I think I've done it a wee bit low, so I'm going to have to address that somehow. Might have to slit along the bottom of this, raise it up and put a bit in. Although the kit maybe needs adjusted as well, so I'll only know whenever I get it all on and get all the lines done again. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do now. So I've got it roughly back on. It's very near, just needs tightened up on this side. It's very near to the 4mm gap the whole way up. I need to trim this out by 4mm to let this have the right gap. I need to put the doors on as well before I do any trimming really. Up here, however, is a different story. I think I've made a bit of a boo-boo. You can see the difference. So I think I've welded this scuttle panel on too low, and I'm going to have to do something to remedy it because I don't particularly want a whole pile of filler in there. So I might have to slit along here and raise it up slightly and then re-weld it or something, but we'll get there. Yeah. It's getting there. Slowly but surely it is getting there. So I get the front panel and stuff on, the front spoiler, whatever you call it, and get the doors hung, and then we'll be able to properly line everything up to see what's going on with this, to see if it is, because if you can push it down, but then it pushes it out down there. So I will get the doors on, get them all lined up perfectly so we know that everything's right before I adjust one thing and screw up another. So that's the next bit. Could not resist a bit of a mock-up. As soon as I had the front bumper on, had to try a pair of end caps on, and then sort of thought I might as well try the headlights in and the grille on, and sort of got a bit carried away, but it's all useful to see how everything lines up again. Bonnet I have got now set at the right height again. Stupid me put the pins on the wrong side, which were adjusted for the different side, so to start into all that again. Over here I need to scribe a new line for a 4mm gap here, so we shall do that shortly. However, the far side I have managed in my haste to weld it on to do it far too low. So from what I can see here, I'm going to need to raise the whole thing by about 6mm. It's not that much in the whole scheme of things, but I'd rather do it right with steel instead of 6mm filler. So I'm going to need to take the wing off, run a slit up here the whole way along the top edge, and prise this up slightly, set a wee bit in and weld it again, puff it back. This here as well, there's a hollow here, it sort of smooths down in, whereas on this it's sort of flat. So I'm going to need to try and cut this and pull it up a bit as well. I think I still have the old bit of the red car from here somewhere. So I'll have a wee look for that as well, see if I can take a bit out of it. So more work that I didn't think I had to do, but my own fault at the end of the day. So if that's what we're down to, I'm fairly happy. Got the back bumper temporarily on as well. The stupid design of this Xpack, they have put an indent in where the end clip goes, or the bumper clip goes, but because of the design, if they'd left the stupid thing flat, you could have used the standard mounting brackets. Now we'll have to start modifying, drilling holes and modifying to bolt the brackets on instead of putting them in and twisting them with like the square fittings on the standard. So it's going to be another faffing about session, but I would like it done before paint. Yeah, overall we're getting there, so fairly happy. Okay, so I mentioned that the scuttle corner was too low. Made a bit of a score mark here to know where it starts to fall away. It's sort of mainly too low on this bit here, so the easiest way that I can see to get this back up again is to run a slit along here, prise it up slightly and weld it back up, fill the gap up. Then I can fettle the rest of it out, fill this up with weld, or I don't really want to use filler if I don't have to. So need to get the most of this as metal as physically possible, and we'll go from there. Okay, so that's how much I've had to lift it. It now sits nice and flush the whole way. Still needs a bit more work done. I need to weld this gap up, set a wee bit in, weld this gap up, and I've had to break the welds along here as well to get this to swoop up in. I probably will have to do something with this because I think it's still sitting too low here. If you look at the donor from the far side, it sort of goes flat the whole way then up, whereas this here goes down then up. So I'm going to need to do something with this area as well. Only a minor fix at this stage, thankfully. Still glad to have the worst of it over with, so better get cracking. So that's this raised and new bit set in, welded the whole way around. Still need to fix this dip here, so it should be flat there. Should be no gap between my finger and the steel. So I'm gonna build it up now and buff it back. And hopefully that should be this done. A bit more tidying up to do on the welds around here, which I forgot to do. So I've done that now. And job's a good one. So one bit I forgot to do, just haven't got around to do yet, is fill up all these holes so that if it's time to sink before the body man gets it. So I've mixed up a drop filler and I'm just going to smear it over these holes. Maybe about 2 precise and sand it back. Okay, so a lot better. Made great. I've also tidied this bit here up so it now it slopes up and doesn't go down into a dip. So that's all done. We skim a filler over it and it'll look well. The next bit really is going to be to go around the kit and to go around the car really with a snag list and point out the bits and pieces that I want the body man to sort, the likes of this. The kit came and it was just folded over at the front, it's not a solid lip. So to get it to fit, that it goes level with the bonnet, had to be buffed back. And whenever you did that, it rubbed through the skin. So that's going to have to be filled, fiberglassed or whatever, but it's not my forte, so it's going to go to the body man to do that. Need to just go around the rest of the car with a fine tooth comb. The likes of this here needs sorted as well. I need to get it filed back 4mm so to have a nice even gap the whole way around. I need to get the door welded as well. There's a couple of holes in the door that whenever we went digging the wee bubbles turned out to be holes. Not the end of the world, 10 minutes should hopefully fix it. So I'll do that and get the doors hung so that I can get the kit fitted properly, 100% at the front where it needs to be. Yeah, I think I might let that do me for this episode. Whenever we come back for the next one, should hopefully be the final few things needed to get the car ready for paint, getting it all stripped out on the inside, and just going around fault finding really, and marking up for the body man. Can't believe that I'm nearly ready for paint. It's taken a long time. It's taken a lot longer than I ever thought it was going to, but it's to be expected, I suppose, whenever you're fitting a full body kit and you've never done it before, I must add. As I said in the last video, I might be doing a bit of a question and answer at some stage. So if you've any questions for me about the build or about the direction I'm going or whatever, pop them in the comments. Just say that you want to keep it for the questions and answers video. If you like what you're seeing, hit the like and share button and subscribe button. There's the BBC News. And don't forget to hit the wee bell beside the subscribe button so you're notified of any new releases. Yeah, until the next one. Bye.